Hey guys, I'm gonna show you how to make a hybrid trap banger in 5 minutes. Also, the song I'm showcasing in this video is gonna be out on my SoundCloud pretty soon, so if you like it, make sure to follow me on SoundCloud and support it when it comes out. Alright, let's get started. So here are my 7 steps to making a hybrid trap banger. 1. You want to select only the best samples for the style of your track. You always want a trap song to have crisp, aggressive percussion. Also, after you start writing your song, sometimes it's good to go back and reselect drum samples because it's easier to find a sample that fits after you found out the overall sound of your song. Now it should sound something like this. After you write your drum patterns and you're happy with them, you need to finish off the beat with a fitting 808. Find one that complements your percussion and you think it'll be best for your track. After you find it, turn on your crossfade. This way you can write in the piano roll without the sample playing longer than you want it to play. Then you just make a sub pattern and it should sound something like this. 3. If you can make a remix, you don't really need to write an original melody, so everything's kind of easier. Plus, vocals are always dope on songs, so it's just a big W all around. For this track, I'm using Virtual Ride's Show Up a cappella. Also, most professional vocals are already post-processed, so you don't really need to do much to them. This is what the a cappella sounds like.
Us man I run a Roblox ting, you man I run a donut ting, you man I run a hopeless beat down and broke down and no look ting.
For your first drop, the trend seems to, oh my god, cat. For the first drop, the trend seems to be around like aggressive vocal chops. Yeah, it sounds almost like a bass. Shut up. So yeah, if you want to do that, just cut a word out from your a cappella, like this.
It's a Roblox ting when we show up, promoters make, we show up, we show up, we show up.
And then after you get that chop, you gotta run it through like a massive post-processing chain. The most important things to have are probably OTT and effector, because you can add this delay thing and then it's cool. You'll hear what it sounds like soon. Also, switch up the words on the chop sometimes so it's not super repetitive and boring, because you're trying to make a banger. 5. So every hybrid trap drop has a crazy reverb envelope before every end bar nowadays. And like honestly, I get it because it sounds really good. It's also the perfect way to make your mix sound less empty, even if your drop isn't very complicated, because it adds so much energy to your track. So it's really easy to set up. You just get a reverb effect on your master track and then you just modulate the wetness into an envelope. Also, this is what it sounds like. Oh yeah, and I forgot to mention, if you modulate the X of effector on the delay setting and you increase the tempo also at the same time, it'll add a super cool effect to your whole thing. 6. Now you gotta write the second drop. If you think you can just copy paste your banger first drop and get away with it, you're wrong. The secret is to keep the pattern of your drop the same as before, but now instead of vocal chops, you actually use like basses from Serum. So the second drop should carry the same excitement as the first, if not more, because you're actually like changing it, not copy pasting it. Don't do that. Okay. So now you want to add something that makes your track kind of stand out from other hybrid trap songs. If you're just going to use your drum samples, you're not really going to create any extra excitement. So I used gunshots and glass breaking layered to the kick to make things a little bit more aggressive. Oh yeah, I also forgot to mention I used this one-shot siren I found off a sample pack. Sounds pretty cool. Now that you set up your drum patterns, your 808s, you got a dope acapella, you set up your first drop, which is the vocal chops, you set up your second drops, which is the vocal chops copied into basses, and you have a few weird samples here and there. Your track may or may not sound like this.
Us man are on a Roblox ting, you man are on a donut ting, you man are on a hopeless beat down and broke down and no look ting. Us man are on dabs of the wax, you man are on a roll up ting. Us man are on a hold up wait, stop, man are on a hold up ting. Big shout to the fans all over the world, we're getting another show booked in. We got the game sewn up, watch how I roll up, smoking a grown up ting. Granddaddy purple, somebody tell that man that he murked you. You need a plan to defer to, and a man to refer to, driving a German whip like Angela Merkel.
Roblox thing when we show up, promoters make dough when we show up. The speaker might blow when we show up. We show you what's up when we show up. We show you what's up. We show you what's up when we show up. The speaker might blow when shit goes viral. I got this shit from Myro, virus, spiritual right disciple. Spitless encrypted business, medicine, music, shelling these bitches. Venomous pen in my palm, this thickness showing you know what's on par with this shit. They don't wanna pick it to the man, then flatline anybody bring another anthem. They don't wanna get into the circle, make a DJ turn purple. Back up before you get backed up, boss, and I spray like a map, while holding your map up. You don't wanna act up before you get whacked up. We set trends, they catch up. Show up, promoters make dough when we show up. The speaker might blow when we show up. We show you what's up when we show up. It's a roadblock thing when we show up. Promoters make dough when we show up. The speaker might blow when we show up. We show you what's up when we show up. We show you what's 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 up when we show up. The speaker might blow when the speaker might blow when.
Yeah, so that's about it. This track's gonna be out on SoundCloud soon, so make sure you support it there when it comes out. And yeah, I hope this helped a little bit. And I'll see you in the next video, I guess. Peace out, guys.